This is the Real Digital Transformation podcast series, empowering technology and business professionals to succeed with digital transformation. Now, here's your host, best-selling author Thomas Earl.
Hi, this is Thomas Earl, and welcome to another episode of the Real Digital Transformation podcast series. Let's talk about the concept of leadership intelligence as it relates to digital transformation. When the time is right to begin the planning of a digital transformation effort, success factors need to be identified. Depending on the scope of the effort, you could easily put together a very long checklist. But ultimately, that list will be overshadowed by the most critical of success factors, intelligent leadership. Fortunately, digital transformation innovations offer not only the opportunity to transform a business, but also to enable decision makers to improve how they lead the business through the transformation. Digital transformations are typically large undertakings that often target overhauling an organization's business and technology domains. It's not a project, a director once told me, it's a transformation. That is an important perspective for a business leader, as it helps clarify what exactly the initiative is intended to accomplish. A digital transformation is not just about bringing in new technology to improve what we do. It's about transforming how we carry out our business and, in doing so, identifying and realizing its actual potential, which is defined by, number one, what our business has to offer in terms of its existing resources and operations. In other words, how we've been conducting and growing our business so far, combined with, number two, how the utilization of digital transformation innovations can further enhance and elevate our business. For some, this may mean improving what they have been doing. For others, it may mean also expanding beyond what they have been doing. When we are able to define actual business potential, we can gain an understanding of what a digital transformation initiative has to offer us. Those with the greatest need of this understanding are those responsible for leading the business. I recently wrote an article for CEO World titled Digital Transformation Requires a New Kind of Leadership. This article emphasized how business leaders, CEOs, and CIOs in particular, need to broaden their knowledge in order to be successful with digital transformation. This is because a digital transformation is not a contained project that can be delegated to a project team that will provide weekly progress reports and so on. It's truly a transitionary effort that brings about many challenges for which leadership needs to be prepared. Let's choose a few as discussion points. Leading business automation transformations, leading cultural transformations, leading toward customer centricity, leading disruptive business ventures, and leading through uncharted waters. The last item is particularly significant because a digital transformation can be a long-term effort that, for some, can lead a business into new and unfamiliar territories. The broadening of a leader's knowledge base isn't just about becoming more technical and more aware of common challenges. It is also about knowing how to utilize data science to obtain a level of analytical insight that, as a decision maker, you may never have had at your disposal. Contemporary machine learning and artificial intelligence systems can provide decision makers with genuine data intelligence, highly meaningful and relevant analysis results that can empower leaders with deep insights about their own business, in addition to providing comprehensive guidance and predictions as to the direction in which their business should be navigated. Let's revisit the aforementioned challenges with data intelligence in mind. Leading business automation transformations. So, although business leaders must become tech savvy to understand how new automation challenges can and should become part of their enterprise, this does not necessarily assist with determining where new automation should go. Just because something new can be automated doesn't mean it's the right move. Data intelligence from analysis of internal operations can help pinpoint the best opportunities to introduce new automation, as well as the best destinations based on further analysis of the individual worker profiles to reallocate human workers to new and more meaningful roles. Leading cultural transformations. A common stumbling block is when an organization's staff simply do not buy into a move to a more digital culture. To address this, those who are concerned need to be given a voice. This can then translate into data collected from employee feedback and surveys, which can be further accompanied by historical analysis of operational performance. This additional form of internal data intelligence can assist business leaders in putting together a targeted transition plan with meaningful communication and perhaps even rewards and incentives. Leading toward customer centricity. Business leaders need a clear vision of how the experience of their customers will be enhanced. Leading to realize this vision requires pulling together data from customer-centric analysis, as well as data from the analysis of internal resources, processes, and communication that affect the customer experience. The resulting data intelligence can help business leaders guide the organization toward embracing customer relations as a new priority for both employees and automation solutions. Leading disruptive business ventures. Even though data intelligence helps leaders discover opportunities for growth in new markets, such disruptive ventures can still be met with a swift response by competitors, some of which may already be highly digitally enabled. Data intelligence can equip business leaders with deep foresight, enabling them to anticipate and prepare for how a given market will react. Leading through uncharted waters. The greater the effort, the greater the likelihood of encountering unforeseen circumstances. This is especially true when leading disruptive ventures that take a business outside of its comfort zone and into unfamiliar terrain. When properly governed, an organization's data intelligence is expected to evolve alongside the organization. This means that data intelligence itself can adapt and be augmented to provide fresh insights on demand based on a change of course or in the face of new obstacles. This, in turn, enables business leaders to rely on new data intelligence when having to deftly respond to change. Quality data intelligence is a business leader's best friend. It offers a continual, unbiased source of truth that the leader can draw upon to receive hard facts and, often, eyebrow-raising revelations. But to take advantage of data intelligence requires that business leaders broaden their understanding to themselves become more data-centric, so as to lead with more intelligence. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Real Digital Transformation.
Thank you for listening. Follow Thomas on LinkedIn